Well, I had all my notes written out now in light of what's been said. Feel like I may need to change some of it, but let me just go ahead and start. It's interesting, in March of this year, Congress approval rating was 13%. People are becoming more and more fed up with politicians, frustrated that they have no say or very little say, and no or very little control over what's being done to them. Election rhetoric and promises are quickly forgotten as elected officials go about doing what they want to do. They want us to be smart enough to vote for them, but once they're in office, they know best. The more removed from the local community that an elected official is, the harder it becomes to have any real contact or communications with them. I personally have sent emails and letters to various representatives from our county and state and in DC with either no reply or a form letter that went out to everybody on that particular subject. Are they busy? Are you busy? Yes. I know you can't answer everyone, every call, every email, but that's perceived as being disregarded, and that leads to frustration. Frustration leads to anger, anger leads to resentment, and then cynicism. Excuse me. The local level is where that can be addressed most effectively. If you want us to trust you to handle our affairs and our tax dollars, you must earn that trust. And I do believe that people are innocent until proven guilty. And I believe there's a distinction between the legality of allegations and how that should play out in the court system and extra legal things that may not be illegal but may be inappropriate. Speak of the Bible says avoid all appearances of evil. Avoid it. However, when there's a distracting controversy, one after another, people who already have a negative opinion about politicians in general will eventually begin to assume the worst. If you hear it over and over, then eventually you start to think there must be some truth to it. Our problem here is that other than waiting until the next election, we have no mechanism where the public can remove you from office. Unless you're charged with a crime and convicted, the only other alternative other than waiting for election is a lengthy petition process that can be stopped if one judge who the petition is presented to says there's no cause to continue. In conclusion, when trust and confidence in the leadership of this court has been eroded, which I believe it has, and when actions and behaviors over a period of several years bring negative attention and embarrassment to the county and the court, that becomes the focus rather than doing business of Smith County. As a result, I believe it's time for a change in leadership. Thank you, Mr. Blake.